If the Leopard King is a curse, then let my spear be the one to break it.
Long ago, when the rivers of Ajaani sang louder than drums and the skies burned with colors that only the ancestors could name, there was a kingdom hidden deep within the forests of the Urhobo people. This kingdom was called Ajaani, and it was ruled not by a man, but by a leopard. The Leopard King was no ordinary beast. His eyes glowed like twin suns at dusk, and his roar could summon storms from the distant sea. Legend whispered that he had once been a man, a warrior who betrayed his people for greed, cursed by the gods to walk the earth on four paws until he learned the meaning of true sacrifice. But centuries passed, and still the Leopard King prowled, neither fully beast nor fully man, neither alive nor truly dead. And so, the people of Ajaani lived in fear. For every season, he demanded a tribute, the strongest youth of the kingdom, to be taken into the forest and never seen again. In the village of Urhobo lived a boy named Oba. He was tall, sharp-eyed, and restless like the wind. Though barely 19 reigns old, he was famed for his skill with the spear and his tongue that could charm snakes from their holes. One moonlit night, as the drums of selection beat, Oba's name was called. The elders wept, his mother tore her wrapper in anguish, and his friends looked away, for no one ever returned from the Leopard King's summons. But Oba did not tremble. He stood tall and said, "If the Leopard King is a curse, then let my spear be the one to break it." The elders warned him, "The beast is no mere animal. He carries the cunning of man, the strength of the forest, and the patience of time itself." Still, Oba bowed. His fate was sealed. At dawn, Oba set out with only a spear, a cowhide shield, and a calabash of palm wine his mother had pressed into his hands. The forest swallowed him whole, the canopy closing like a jaw. He walked for days, guided by the echo of roars that shook the ground beneath his feet. He saw wonders and terrors. Trees that bled red sap when cut. Rivers that whispered names of the dead. Birds with feathers of flame, whose songs could twist a man's heart with sorrow. But the strangest of all was a shadow that followed him, silent, watchful, always at the edge of his vision. On the third night, Oba reached a river glimmering with moonlight. As he bent to drink, a voice rose from the waters. A woman emerged, her skin gleaming like polished bronze, her hair woven with river reeds, and her eyes deep as whirlpools. "I am Nena, guardian of the waters," she said. "Why do you walk toward death?" Oba told her of the Leopard King, of his curse upon the land, and of his vow to end it. Nena studied him with sorrow. "Many have walked this path. Their bones rest beneath my waters. The Leopard King cannot be killed by strength alone." She drew close, whispering, "Beware the shadow that follows you. It is not of the forest. It is your true enemy." Before Oba could ask more, she melted back into the river, leaving only ripples behind. The next day, Oba's shadow grew darker, stretching unnaturally long even when the sun hid. At dusk, it rose from the ground and took shape. Standing before him was a perfect double of himself. Same face, same eyes, same voice. The shadow laughed, low and cruel. "I am what you fear most, your greed, your anger, your thirst for glory. The Leopard King cannot be slain, for he lives within me and within you." The two clashed. Spear against spear. Shield against shield. Every move Oba made, the shadow mirrored. His strength waned. His spirit faltered. But then Oba remembered Nena's words, "It is not of the forest. It is your true enemy." So instead of striking, he dropped his spear. He opened his arms and embraced the shadow. The darkness writhed, screamed, and dissolved like mist under the morning sun. Exhausted, Oba stumbled into a clearing where the earth shook with power. There sat the Leopard King, vast, golden, terrible. His spots burned like fire, his breath like thunder. Another offering, the beast growled, voice deep as mountains. You come to feed my hunger. Oba raised his chin. No, I come to end it. The Leopard King lunged, claws flashing. Oba dodged, rolling beneath the beast's belly, driving his spear upward. The weapon shattered like straw. The leopard's laughter shook the trees. You cannot kill what is eternal. But Oba saw something, in the beast's eyes, for a heartbeat, the face of a weary man. A prisoner begging for release. Oba remembered the embrace that destroyed his shadow. So instead of fighting, he dropped his shield and knelt. Leopard King, he said, voice steady. You are not my enemy. You are our brother, lost in darkness. Take my life if you must, but let my people live free. The Leopard King froze. His great eyes softened. Then, with a roar that split the heavens, his body cracked like clay. From the shattered shell emerged an old warrior, scarred but human again. He wept, falling to his knees. I betrayed my people once, and the gods bound me to this curse. But your selflessness has undone it. With that, the warrior crumbled into dust, carried away on the wind. Oba returned to Aruwa not as a victim, but as a legend. The forest ceased its tribute, and peace returned to Ajaani. The people asked him, "How did you slay the Leopard King?" Oba shook his head. I did not slay him. I forgave him. True strength is not in the spear, nor in the shield, but in the heart that chooses sacrifice over pride. To conquer the beast without, one must first conquer the shadow within.